relationships in the military, is it really worth all that time, that stress and trouble? Well, watch the video and find out, and make sure you stay all the way into the end to find out the keys that will 100% make your relationship work. So stay tuned.
I'm really content with the way that things are now, but I'm curious about where we can take this now.
So guys, if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe, hit that notification bell so you get a notification whenever I post my next video. Also give the video a like and leave some comments down below. But let's go ahead and get into this video. So I'm going to tell you right off the bat, military relationships are going to be hard. It's going to be stressful. It is going to, aggravate you at times. But all the stuff I'm going to be saying in this video is not to scare you. It's just to tell you the ultimate reality of what military relationships really are. Because guys, these are not like any other type of relationships. These will be the hardest relationships you will ever come by.
Yeah, so personal experience, like the toughest thing is the distance and being apart from your significant other. Like in my experience, it was the distance. It's like not really physically being there for each other. It's like you go from like civilian life, being with her or him every day, every moment, every second of your life, to like boom, like you're not there for months, and maybe you can't talk for a couple of days or maybe a couple of weeks, and then you have a deployment and you might not be able to talk for months. It's distance, like that's a main killer.
Yeah, I can definitely attest to that, because me personally, like I was in a relationship when I first got in, and like it was good. I'm not gonna lie, like I loved her and everything. It was like we loved each other. It was really good. But like I'm not gonna lie, like some of the stuff like we went through a relationship, I could have prevented. I brought a lot of stuff, into a relationship that I didn't have to necessarily bring. Like my attitude, the way I like thought about things, the way I confronted things. Like it's part of that distance thing. Like you can't solve your problem face to face. It's over a phone, or it's over a text message, and like stuff can't really get solved like that. You need that face to face talk. You need that people need that touch. People need that person to person interaction, and you're just not gonna be able to get that all the time. And like you see people come to work, they leave work all mad and angry, and then they bring that to home. Like it's just the nature of the beast. That's just how it is. And I know it's rough, but guys, I'm telling you, like, I don't know. You have to really be a strong knit couple coming into this, knowing this, especially if you're, bringing your significant other into the military life with you. Y'all have to really, sit down and talk about, this kind of stuff. Like, I can't stress it enough. I just can't.
Yeah, like you can't be selfish either. Like, you gotta understand, like if your significant other is going into the military, like you can't be selfish. You gotta support him or her, because it's rough for them. Like it's a whole new lifestyle that they have to adapt to, and then on top of that, make you happy, give you attention, love and support. It's hard for them. So don't be selfish. Like some things are gonna like irk you, and then especially not going days without talking and things like that. Like you just gotta sit there and like you gotta be understanding, like real understanding, like of what they're going through, and just support them.
Yeah. Like, and then like another big thing is like, I hate to say it, but like the cheating thing, like that is predominant in the military. Like cheating in the military is like, you see it everywhere. I don't know if it's just because the distance thing, and I'm telling you, this thing plays a part. Like you're not with that person. You like that person gets lonely, or you get lonely, and thoughts start to come in your mind and stuff like that. Because I've seen many people, like people have been married for 6-7 years. They go on deployment, and it's like they throw the whole marriage out the window. Like it's kind of sick. It's kind of sickening to see like that. You have kids back home, you have a wife back home, but yeah, you're doing like stuff you're not supposed to, just because she can't see you do it, or because he's not seeing you do it. Like it's just bad, guys. Like I'm not gonna lie, the cheating thing, it is seen a lot in the military. It's just how it is. I know I may be bursting some people's bubbles, might be compromising some people's little plans, but like I said from day one, I'm here to try to help y'all, and that's a thing that y'all also need to talk about, like the whole trust aspect, the whole not cheating. Like I'm here for you. you're here for me type thing, like you're my ride or die, I'm your ride or die type thing. And that's just, you know, got to be set across the board. It has to be known, like you're focusing on me and I'm focusing on you type thing.
Mm-hmm.
So guys, I don't only want to give you the perspective from us, from the guy's point of view. Y'all also need, you know, the perspective from a girl's point of view. So, you know, my boy Nick got a girl's point of view. This girl hit him up and she wanted to, you know, add some stuff in the video to, you know, give that girl's point of view. So I'll go ahead and let him share it.
So she gave a little quick perspective. You know, she's a female, also in the military, and she says, so for the females in the military, don't be so dependent on whoever you're dating. Don't sleep around because people talk and everyone knows everyone.
It's true.
Don't date in your work area. Most definitely don't get married for the money or under 2 years. So like yeah, everyone knows everyone, and word around here gets passed around real fast.
Yep.
And like, you know, dating in your work area too, it's like, it's not professional.
It's not at all.
It's just not professional.
Yeah, and like for like my personal advice to you, or just advice to y'all, if you're, you know, if you think you found that one, if you think you found that person that, you know, you want to, you know, spend your rest of your life with, or that you want to get in a relationship with, I would not recommend, just me personally, I would not recommend proposing, especially before deployment. I would wait to see, you know, if that person is going to ride with you and, you know, do all that through all your little rough times, through your workup and through your deployment. If that person can make it through a whole workup, so you go into the field or doing whatever little training you're doing, and then you leaving for 6 to 7 months, if they can make it through that, then they definitely can make it through anything else with you. So that's just, you know, my personal tidbit, and, you know, her personal tidbit to y'all to, you know, of what to do. All right, guys. So the keys to, you know, that 100% will work to help get y'all through this military relationship, right? So the first thing is first, communication. Communication is key. You have to communicate everything possible. Communicate your feelings, communicate your schedule, communication. I'm telling you, you cannot, there's no such thing as too much communication, guys. You have to communicate. It has to be known what your plans are. If you want to go out with your boys, if you want to go out with your girls, you have to let that other person know. So they're not, you know, wondering what you're doing, or, you know, they're lost in the sauce of, you know, what's going on and all that. The next thing, listening. That's another key thing. You have to be able to hear what your significant other has to say. If it's like, you can't get anything solved if you're not willing to listen. You have to hear their point of view, take it in, and then, you know, if you have a rebuttal or if you have something you want to say, that other person has to be able to hear that and truly take that in and understand what, you know, the other is saying. Like, it goes back to me personally. In our relationship, we didn't have the best communication skills. We both could work on that. We both needed to work on that. We both also didn't have the best listening skills. You know, we wanted to be, you know, the right one. We wanted to be the one that was right. I know me personally, there was many times, many scenarios where I wanted to be the one that was right, when I could have stepped back, listened to what, you know, she had to say, and, you know, be like, dang, you're right. I was wrong for, you know, such and such, such and such. And, you know, just moved on from that situation. But the next and final thing, probably the biggest thing, is trust. You don't really have a relationship if you don't have trust. Like, what's the point of having a relationship if you don't even trust, you know, the person you're in a relationship with? And all of these things tie in. You can't trust someone if, you know, they're not a good listener, or if they don't communicate anything with you. It just throws the whole relationship out the window. So with these 3 key things, communication, listening, and trust, I promise you, your relationship will work out in the long run. Not only just in the military, but in general, any relationship or any human interaction between people. Those 3 things will get you really far. And guys, I just want to say, these things, like we said in this video, are not meant to scare you. We're here to help you. This video is here to help y'all be able to, you know, work out any little kinks y'all have before, you know, things get rough, before, you know, there's times where y'all can't talk to each other for weeks or things like that. These things are just here to help y'all, ultimately to help y'all. But guys, as always, I appreciate y'all for watching. Make sure y'all subscribe, hit that notification bell. I need y'all to subscribe. I don't know if y'all liking the content if y'all are not subscribing, guys. I also need the likes and I need the comments down below to let me know how I'm doing, and let me know what do y'all want to see next. I love, as always, guys, I love interacting with y'all. I love answering any questions y'all have and all that. Make sure y'all follow me on social media. Also, go follow him on social media. You can ask us questions on there. I know I'll answer those questions, but I know for sure he'll answer any questions whenever he has time to. But as always, guys, thanks for watching. Relationships in the military, is it really worth all that trouble, that time, and that stress? Well, watch the video and find out, and stay all the way into the end, because I'm going to share some keys that will 100% make it really God. Of what we've seen and what we've gone through and how military relationships really are. So yeah.
I thought you was gonna tell me. I thought you was gonna do it last time.
I'm gonna go ahead and let him talk. Share some of his experience of what he's seen and what he's been through, and then I'll go ahead and share mine after his.
Yeah. So. I'm sorry.
You got all my attention, lights, camera, action. Love this interaction. Love this interaction. Gives me satisfaction.